much anticipated main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action between Mike Tyson and Vitaly Klitschko. Mike Tyson's coming down to the ring now, and what a nice reception as he is completely focused in on his goal tonight. Vitaly Klitschko's had this experience so many times, and success has always come on the back end. Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. A stabbing right hand comes in by Vitaly Klitschko. In a matchup like this, I'm going to assume it's going to be tough to envision a scenario where the power puncher can win on points.
Now I have a scenario for you, Joe. It's not that tough. Let the power puncher score 1 or 2 knockdowns. He's going to be ahead in a hurry.
Making away those body shots with the left hand. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Halfway through this round here, Vitaly Klitschko doing a really nice job now of putting his punches together. I mean, we've seen that classic 1-2 for him. When he puts his punches together, he's at his best.
Yeah, well, that's what he is. He's a busy fighter, different than his brother Vladimir. Vladimir is more of a power puncher, but Vitaly, he's a guy who puts them together.
Up top with the right hand. An accurate left by Mike Tyson. Nice two-punch combo by Vitaly Klitschko. Oh, that's good stuff. Fired right back with one of his own. Good work by Vitaly Klitschko. Solid left hand to the head. 10 clicks of the tongue. He digs in with the left hand to the body.
Let his movement on. Keep counterattacking, okay? When he throws.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Not precise at all by Mike Tyson. When we talked with Vitaly Klitschko all week long, he told us the key to this fight is his jab. He just delivered a good one there. Good looking uppercut that time. When Vitaly Klitschko has that jab working, then the straight punch comes with ease. He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Halfway through this round, nice work, the left hand to the head. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. A nice block by Mike Tyson. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand and big tap himself. Good flush shot upstairs. 10 seconds remaining in this round. Nice combination by Mike Tyson. Vitaly Klitschko's going to really regret when he hears the scorecards read because he lost that last round just based on defensive laziness.
Well, you can always make comparisons, analogies. You watch a basketball game and say, you know what, this team, Joe, is losing because they're not rebounding, they're not boxing out underneath the boards. Well, guess what? They weren't taught how to do that. You have to know how to do that. He's not going to start showing you defense if he doesn't know how. He does not know how. He has not been taught.
Got this one. Wow, what an uppercut. Flush right hand to the body. Tyson's got to deal with now a cut eye. Tyson's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. And now you can see him utilizing the jab.
You know, a lot of times you see a guy on the outside bouncing around, staying away. You understand the use of the jab. But when you're coming forward, you have to come forward with a cover. And that jab, that's the cover.
Wow, a big flush blow, the left hand by Vitaly Klitschko. Really good work right there, landing the two punches in sequence by Mike Tyson. At this stage of a fight, Teddy, these very early moments, how much in your training career will you stress to a guy to try to go to the body?
Very much, because it sets up things later on. And it takes away things that he's trying to do. You know, he's trying to move his upper body. You go downstairs, takes a lot of that away.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Good defensive skill. He comes with the straight right hand. And this round comes to an end. Mike Tyson's up around here after 3 rounds on Teddy's scorecard, but really nobody has distinguished themselves to any great amount so far. The jab has been able to carry the night for him so far. Why so, Teddy?
Oh, first of all, he's been able to get it off at the right time. His opponent, that sweet spot. You know, you hear about that in baseball. You want to just hit that ball in the sweet spot. Well, the jab, he's catching his opponent just as he's starting to get into his range before he can get off.
By Vitaly Klitschko. A well-targeted jab that time.
And that's exactly what you need when you want to stay on the outside. Something to keep you away from your opponent.
Mike Tyson with a big uppercut. "90 seconds to go in round number 4. Targeting that jab with the right hand behind it. Vitaly Klitschko's been in this spot before, Teddy, in front of the eye. We know how he probably will handle it. But how important is it to how his corner will handle this?
Well, the first part is, you just touched on it, the fighter has to do his job. Stay calm, and you got to be defensive-minded a little bit. Give the cutman a chance to work on that cut once the medicines get in there. And that's what the cutmen have to do. They have to be calm themselves in the corner, apply pressure, clean it out, put in the right solution, put in the right medicines, put a little bit of cold grease on it, get him out there, and as we said, let the fighter buy him a little time.
Next one, let's get one. Good work by Vitaly Klitschko. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Overhand right can be so effective. Little head hunting with the left. That's a stinging right hand by Mike Tyson. Halfway into round number 5 here. Comes right back at him with a left hand. One, two. Tyson's doing well, sticking with the game plan on the outside. Tyson's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Here's a moment here as you see the step back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Vitaly Klitschko. Nice work on the combination by Vitaly Klitschko. And round 5 comes to an end. This is a bloodbath. This is just swollen eyes and cuts. This is Gaddy Ward 1. This is Castillo Corrales. This is great stuff.
Yeah, Carmen Basilio, Sugar Ray Robinson. Basilio had one eye closed.
The start of the 6th round. Tyson's coming out here at the start of this round, knowing that the first half of this fight clearly has him out way in front on the scorecard.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys don't do good when they're way out in front because they start letting up a little bit. They start taking things for granted. That is probably the only thing that could be an enemy of him right now.
There's a right hand by Billy. His opponent passing it out of the way. Well, the referee is doing something that may shock the crowd. He's actually thinking about stopping this fight, but you know what? Tyson's in a bad spot, Teddy.
When you're so used to be the one who's doing the delivering, the one who's dishing out the punishment, you don't know how to deal when it's coming your way. Tyson better learn it real fast.
Vitaly Klitschko's failure to protect himself from that left hand, it's become a big story now.
Yeah, and he has to understand why. He's not controlling distance. He's standing too close in front. Needs to adjust a little further out.
Little head knocking with that right hand. Basic but beautiful. Jab, left hand. Fine looking right hand by Vitaly Klitschko. Good combination by Mike Tyson. You see him with the left of the head there? Jab with the straight, classic combination. Vitaly's right hand can be so dangerous. You're seeing a good example of it here. Right to the belt line. Good shot to the head with that right hand. And that's the end of round 6. You hear about guys being calm and cool when the pressure's on. With that eye completely shut, the pressure is on.
Yeah, this is where you're really ultimately being tested as a fighter, as a human being, as a man.
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. Good block by Vitaly Klitschko. That Klitschko. Tyson's giving his opponent headaches here. Now he's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. What an impact that left hand just made by Mike Tyson. What a chin. Can you believe the shots this guy's absorbing?
And more importantly, can his opponent believe it? You know what? You want to hit a guy, so you figure that that's a good thing, that's an encouraging thing. This is a case where his opponent might get discouraged just by seeing his guy take those kind of shots.
Halfway through the 7th round. Hits him in the mug with the right. Body shot, left hand. Klitschko's putting a smile on his corner man's face right there and frustrating his opponent with that jab. Double jab upstairs. Good return fire that time. Double jab, such a useful tool, especially to the body like that. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Vitaly Klitschko. And round 7 comes to an end.
You have to be busy. This guy is beating the shit out of you. You have to throw 3 or 4 punches in a row. You turn this around, but you gotta let it go. Capitalize on his misses, okay? I want to see that.
Vitaly Klitschko is leading on your scorecard as we start round number 8, Teddy. But there is some doubt here. Only a few rounds remain.
Yeah, don't forget now in the other corner what's going on. We're just looking at one side here, Joe. But in the other corner, they're very aware of what's going on. They're behind. They're telling their guy to get after him. So it's not going to be enough to just stay status quo. This guy better be ready to lift up his concentration a little.
Protecting his head well with his guard. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Vitaly Klitschko's taking his man lightly because he is up on the scorecard. But you can see that he is being pressured and pushed.
You know, he's in there with a real solid guy. I don't think he's taking him lightly. It's just that he's in there in the kind of waters he's never been before. Deep waters. And he's swimming harder than he's ever had to swim before.
Oh, that's a good hook to the body. Boxing 101, jab followed by the straight. That is a classic Tyson uppercut. Targeting the left hand to the body. With that frame, that size, and all that girth to his upper body, when Vitaly Klitschko lands that left hand, boy, it has quite an impact. Vitaly Klitschko's getting back to basics, a good solid jab. Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. And that's the end of round 8. Well, we've seen this before, a fighter with a bad cut, and sometimes a fighter that now has a much greater sense of urgency.
Yeah, right now, if he was gambling, if he was in a casino, he's rolling the dice. He's hoping to come up with 7.
More than one punch. Got it. More than one punch. Look at me. Doing well, but I need to see the combination.
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. Look at that combination by Vitaly Klitschko. Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
left hand coming into play by Mike Tyson. Able to show you his blocking ability. Iron Mike lands the left good. Counter punch up top. Good jab by Vitaly Klitschko. He's got that quick trigger, that little double jab there. Boom, boom. You see he comes over the top with that right hand. A real solid shot. Carries that punch intended for the head. Double jab by Mike Tyson. Tyson was hurt. Now Tyson looks to have his feet back underneath him.
Yeah, because he had his mind right. Because he's still going to be the sick and destroyed fighter.
He returned fire right there, and yet another big shot comes in. Right to the head and right to the canvas. One, two, three. Vitaly Klitschko has showed guts before, fighting on with a badly damaged eye. Now he has to fight on after being knocked down. Little volume punching to the body there. Vitaly Klitschko's right hand working well that time. He scored well. So accurate. Jab, uppercut combination. And that's the end of round 9. Let me paint this picture for you. You got to figure out a strategy, and your fighter's down to one eye.
I hope that he read some history books, or he watched the movie named 300. You saw that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Great movie about the Spartans where they were outnumbered, and they had to get the terrain right to fight the fight. They had to get into the mountains where the greater forces, the great army, could not be the great army. They could not get in there and battle where they could take advantage of their superior forces. That's what he's got to do. He's got to move the fight into a portion of the ring where he will not be vulnerable on that side.
Little setup punch. 1, 2, 2 jabs to the body. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Vitaly Klitschko's basically doing exactly what we've always seen out of him, and that's after he's been knocked down and affected in this fight.
Yeah, you know, there comes a time you have to make adjustments. That time has come for him.
Mike Tyson's combination punching is just perfect there. 3 punches landing. Good combination punching out of him. And big and away he goes. Vitaly Klitschko down. He took a combination and he couldn't survive. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Tyson's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best.